Hello children, today we are going to learn a new topic, lines and angles. In this chapter, we are going to learn what is a point, line, line segment, angle, adjacent angles, complementary and supplementary angles, linear pair, vertically opposite angles, parallel and intersecting lines, transversal and angles made by the transversal. First, let us see what is a point. A point is made by a sharp tip of a pencil. So this is called as a dot, which does not have any dimensions. This point is represented by English alphabets. So this is called point A. This is called point A. Next is a line. A line is a straight line which does not have any endpoints. You can extend in both the directions, and this is also represented with the help of English alphabets, and we'll represent a line as line AB or line BA. Line BA. Next is a line segment. A line segment is a part of a line which has two endpoints. You cannot extend line segment. You cannot extend line segment. So it is represented with the help of capital letters of your English alphabets, and you will write it as line BA, line segment BA, or AB, line segment BA or AB. Next is a ray. It is a part of a line which has one end point, and in one direction you can extend. This is also represented with the help of capital letters AB. Okay, so you will represent it as ray AB. You can represent this as ray AB. This is about a point, line, line segment, and a ray. Next, coming to an angle. When two rays meet at a point, when two rays, this is a ray and this is one more ray. When two rays meet at a point, then an angle is formed. An angle is formed. Here this is called as an angle. This is represented with the help of English alphabets. This is called as angle AOB. The two rays which meet at this point is denoted by O here. Okay, that is called vertex. You will call it as vertex. We'll call it as vertex. And these two rays, OA and OB, these are called as arms. Arms of, these two are called as arms of an angle. Arms of an angle. Always angle will be represented with in degrees. Always angle is represented in degrees. Okay. And the angle is always measured with the help of protractor. Next is adjacent angles. Let me clear all this. Adjacent angles. The name itself saying adjacent. Adjacent is nothing but next. Okay. Adjacent is nothing but next. Two angles are adjacent if they have a common arm and a common vertex. If they have a common arm and a common vertex. If you observe this figure, see here, I am representing it as O, A, B, and this as C. If you observe these two angles, you have two angles here, AOC and COB. Okay, if you observe these two angles, it is having a common arm. That is, OC is a common arm. OC is a common arm which is present, and it has a common vertex O. So these two angles are called as adjacent angles. These two angles are called as adjacent angles. What is an adjacent angle? If they have common arms. If they have a common arm and a common vertex, then such type of angles are called as adjacent angles. Next is complementary and supplementary. What is complementary? Complementary is nothing but two angles are complementary if the sum of their measures is equal to 90 degrees. Sorry, children. If sum of their measures is equal to 90 degrees. See here, this is an angle, and here two angles are formed. Two angles are formed here. O, A, B, and C. If you observe, this is one angle and this is one angle. And this complete angle, if we add, it is 90 degrees. Means, what is a complementary angle? If the sum of the measures of the two angles is equal to 90 degrees, then such angles are called as complementary angles. If the sum of the two angles is equal to 180 degrees, if two angles sum is equal to 180 degrees, if you observe, this is O, A, B, and C. If you observe these two angles, OAB and BOC, this total angle is equal to 180 degrees. So if you add these two angles, means sum of the two angles is equal to 180 degrees, then such type of angles are called as supplementary angles. Such type of angles. If the two angles sum is equal to 90 degrees, it is called complementary angle. If two angles sum is equal to 180 degrees, then it is called as supplementary angle. Next, linear pair. If the two adjacent angles sum is equal to 180 degrees, two adjacent angles sum, when two angles are supplementary, then they are called as linear pair angles. When two angles are supplementary, then such type of angles are called as linear pair angles. Next, vertically opposite angles. So before learning that, what are vertically opposite angles? See, when two line segments intersect each other, you will form four angles here. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So when two line segments intersect each other, then it will be forming four angles to you. Here, what are vertically opposite? Angle 1 and angle 3 are called vertically opposite angles. Angle 2 and angle 4 are called vertically opposite angles. These vertically opposite angles are equal. So, angle 1 is equal to angle 3, and in the same way, angle 2 equal to angle 4. What are vertically opposite angles? When two lines intersect each other, you will get four angles. So, angle 1 and angle 3 are called vertically opposite angles, and angle 2 and angle 4. Vertically opposite angles are angles opposite to each other with a common vertex formed by intersecting of the two rays. Vertically opposite angles are the angles opposite to each angle with a common vertex formed by intersecting two lines or line segments. They are called as vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Always vertically opposite angles are equal. Now, okay, parallel lines. The lines which does not intersect at any point. The lines which does not intersect at any point. Then they are called as parallel lines. The lines. These are two lines. This is denoted with capital L. This will be denoted with capital L. L. And this is denoted with M. If you observe these two lines will not meet at any point. Such lines are called as parallel lines. When two lines meet at a point, see, this is L and M lines. This is L line, this is M line. They are meeting at one common point. Such lines are called as intersecting lines. The lines which do not meet at any point are called as parallel lines. The lines meet at any point, at one point, are called as intersecting lines. Now we will see what is a transversal. What is a transversal? A line which meets different lines at different points. A line which meets different lines at different points. If you observe here, see this line T. I am representing transversal as line T. This line T is intersecting line L at this point and line M at this point. Means this is a line which is intersecting different lines at different points. So such line is called as transversal. Transversal. Such lines are called as transversal. Now, let us see what are the angles made by a transversal. So, let me clear this. What I said, what is a transversal? When two lines, a line which intersect different lines at different points. A line which intersect different lines at different points, then that is called as transversal. So now L and M are two lines and T is a transversal which is intersecting at two. Now we will see what are the angles made by a transversal. Here the angles which are inside this, see here with the help of a transversal you got 4 angles here and also 4 more angles here. So let us name them as angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now here we have 8 angles. So first, the angles which are inside the lines are called as interior angles. Inside the lines. So here 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6. These are called as interior angles. Interior angles. The angles which are outside the line segments means 1, 2, 7 and 8. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 7, angle 8. These angles are called as exterior angles. These angles are called as exterior angles. Exterior angles. These angles are called as exterior angles. Now, the next type of angles which are formed by a transversal. Angle 2 and angle 6. Angle 2 and angle 6. Angle 2, angle 6. And in the same manner, angle 3 and angle 7. These angles are called as corresponding angles. These angles are called as corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. See, angles made by a transversal on the same side of a transversal. One is exterior and the other angle is interior. If you observe here, angle 2 is exterior and angle 6 is interior. But these two angles are made on the same side of a transversal. And also angle 3 and angle 7. In the same manner, can you tell me the other angles? Yes, children. Angle 1 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 8. These all angles are called as corresponding angles. What are corresponding angles? Angles made by the transversal on the same side of a transversal. Angles made on the same side of a transversal, one exterior and one interior. Such angles are called as corresponding angles. These corresponding angles are also equal. Before I said vertically opposite angles are equal. Now I am saying corresponding angles are also equal. Next is alternate angles. What are alternate angles? See, angles made on either side of a transversal. Angles made on either side of a transversal. Here in alternate angles, you will have alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles. Before you already learned what are interior angles and what are exterior angles. Angles made by a transversal on either side are called as, see here, angle 3 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 6, angle 3, angle 5. In the same manner, angle 4 and angle 6. These are alternate interior angles. These are alternate interior angles. If you observe angle 2 and angle 8, angle 2, angle 8 and angle 1, angle 7. These are alternate exterior angles. These are alternate exterior angles. So in alternate angles, what are alternate angles? Angles made by a transversal on either side. Here you are having two types. One is alternate interior angles and the other is alternate exterior angles. So angle 3 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate interior angles. Angle 2, angle 8, angle 1, angle 7 are alternate exterior angles. These angles are also equal. These angles are also equal. I hope children, you all understood all these things which